गोप्या ददेत्वा एकता गसिदाम तावद् याते दशाशु कलिलाञ्जन सम्भ्रमाक्षम् वक्त्रं निभय भावनाया स्थितस्य सा मां विमोहयति वीरपि यद्बिभेति न केचिराहुरजं जातं पुण्यश्लोकस्य कीर्तये यदो प्रियस्यान्ववाये मलयस्येव चन्दनम् अपरे वासुदेवस्य देवक्यान्याचितोऽभ्यगात् अजस्तमस्य क्षेमाय वदाय च सुरद्विषम् बारावतारानायन्ये भुवो नव इवोद्यतो सीत्यन्ति भूरिपादेन जातो हि आत्मा भुवर्दिताः भवेस्मिन् क्लिश्यमानानाम् अविद्या कामकर्मभिः श्रवणस्मरणार्हानि करिष्यान्ति केचन शृण्वन्ति गायन्ति गृह्णन्ति अभीक्ष्णशः स्मरन्ति नन्दन्ति तवेहि तं जनाः त एव पश्यन्ति अचिरेण तावकं भवा परा वा परमापदम्बुजम् अप्यद्य नास्त्वं स्वकृते हितप्रभो जिहाससि श्वेतसुहृद्युजीवन येषां न चान्यात् परमापदम्बुज परायमा राजसयोजिता हंसहाम् काव्यं नाम रूपाभ्यां यदुभिः सह पाण्डवा भवतो दर्शनाय हि ऋषिकेश इवि सेतु. Thank you, Mataji.
Very nice, very nice. You recite all the sloka. I just want to see who want to go next. Anybody want to try? Subhadra, you want to try, Subhadra?
Yes, Mataji.
From which sloka you want to try, Subhadra? Gopya Aditadi? Gopya? Okay.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, go ahead.
गोप्यादे द्वये कृतगासिदाम तावत् याते दशाश्रु कलिनञ्जन सम्भ्रमाक्षम् वक्रं निन्यभय भावनाय स्थितिस्थ श्यामं विमुहायाति विरपि यत्पिबेति केचितरुरहं जातं पुण्यश्लोकाश्च कीर्तये यदुप्रियास्यान्ववाये मलयस्येव चन्दनम् अपरे वासुदेवस्य देवक्यान्याचितयाज्ञयात् अजस्तामस्य चिन्माया ताय चाशरादिशं भागवतारमायान्ये भुभो नाभैव ददौ सीदान्ते उरिभारेण जातो हि अन्नवुवर्तितः भवेस्मिन् क्लिश्यमानानाम् अभितकामकर्मभिः श्रवण स्मरणार्हानि करिष्यामीति केचन जीवन्ति गायन्ति गृह्णाति अभीक्ष्णशः स्मरन्ति नन्दन्ति त्वयि तं जनः त एव पश्यन्ति अचिरेण त्वावकं भावप्रभाव उपरमं पदम्बुजम् अपि अद्य नास्तं शवकृते हितप्रभाव जिहाशशाश्वीचुरदनुवजीवन येषां न चान्यत् भवतः पदम्बुजात् परानयं रजाशय यो हि तं हसम्
Api adya.
अद्यनास्त्वं शवकृते हितप्रभाव जिहाशशाश्वीचुरदनुवजीवन येषां न चान्यत् भवतः पदम्बुजात् परानयं रजाशय यो हि तं हसम् केबायां नाम रूपायं यदुभिः पाण्डवः भवतो दर्शनं यर्हि ऋषिकानाम् इवेशितो.
You can try to today, Asra. From where you want to do? From where? 30. No, Kinsan. Okay.
Namo Kumbhaya Nabhaya, Namo Pankajamaline, Namo Pankajanetraya, Namaste Pankajrataya. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you, Subhadra. Thank you for learning beginning sloka also. Asma.
जन्म कर्म च विश्वात्मनजिष्य कर्तुरात्मनः प्रियनिशिष्यादशुतत्यन्तविदम्बनम् ओप्यददे त्वरिकृतकासितां तावद् याते दशाश्रुकलिलञ्जनसम्भ्रमाक्षं वक्त्रं निर्भय भवनाय स्थितस्य स मां विमोयाति विरपि यद्विवेति केचिदाहमजं जातं पुण्यश्लोकश्च कीर्तये
यदापि
बदायो प्रियश्चन भवाये मलयशेव चन्दनं भरवतारणावन्ये भुवनावायि वाददौ सिद्धान्ते भूरिभारेण जातो यात्मवर्तिता भविष्मिक्लिष्टमानानाम् अविद्यकामकर्मभिः श्रवणस्मरणानि करिष्यन्ति केचित् शृण्वन्ति गायन्ति अमन्ति अवीक्षणाश्चः स्मरन्ति नन्दन्ति तवेहितं जनः तैव पश्यन्ति अचिरेण तावकां भवप्रभापारममं पदम्बुजाम् अप्यदनास्त्वां स्वकृतिहेतुप्रवहो जहाससि स्वसुहृदोऽनुजीवनः यस्संरचनया भवतः पराय राजशसूयोजितमाहसम् केवयं नावरूपाभ्यां वेदवी सह यादवी सह पाण्डवः भवतो दर्शनं याहि ऋषिकेन विवेष्टितो
Janavi from where? Name of Anjana?
I go 6th.
Name of Anjana.
Over here. Kids it out.
Kids it out. Okay.
Kichit ahurajam jatam panya shokasya kirtane yata yarapi asya malaye malaya seva chandanam apare vasudeva
Mataji, your volume is very low.
Yes, Mataji, I can.
I can't hear you, Mataji.
Mataji, your voice is really, really low. We can barely hear you.
Yeah, she will join. We can hear her, but very, very low voice, Mataji. Very low. Mataji, still we cannot hear you.
She is on mute.
Yeah, she's trying to come from my phone, I think.
Now, yeah.
Now she's there.
Pave
Bhavismin dehi garo. Sunu bhai.
Vaveshmin Klishyamananam
Avidya.
Avidya Kama Kamavi Smarana
Sravana.
Smarana Hari
Karisi.
Kavashyan iti kechana Shrivanti Gayanti
Grinanti.
Grinanti Avikshanasha Smaranti Nandanti Atahitam Janaha Taveva Pasyanti Ajirena Tavaka Pava Smaranam
Paramam.
Isparara Ujava
Api adyanastam.
Apyatyanastam
Kite hita prabhu. Jiya sasi suharto anujivana. Kesam
Nachanyat Bhavato Pratambujam
Zane, if you know name first. Oh my god. Nani? Parayana.
Parayanas
Parayanam rajasu yojitam hasam. One second. One last one. Okay. See, you didn't practice, Mataji. Anybody want to try? Rishikesh, do you want to try?
Okay, Mataji.
From which sloka you want to try, Rishikesh?
This sloka. Kevayam. That
Yeah,
one.
can you do from the I'll ask from the Bhavismin.
Okay.
Can you
Bhaveyasmanam avidya kama karma bihi shravana smaranarhani karishyanniti kechana shrinvanti gayanti grinanti abhikshanasaha smaranti nandanti tavehitam janaha ta eva pashyanti acharina tavakam bhava prabhavo paramam padambujam Apyadyanastvam swakate hita prabho jiva sasi switsu surudro anujivinaha yes yesam chanyat bhavata padambujat parayanam rajasu yojitam hasam kevayam nama rupabhyam यदुभिः सह पाण्डवाः भवता दर्शनं यर्हि ऋषिकाणां निवेशितुः.
Thank you so much, Rishikesh. Very nice learning all the sloka. Is there anybody who want to go and recite the sloka? Manmay Krishna, do you want to try any sloka?
Me, Mataji.
Rudra. Okay, Rudra. From which sloka you want to go, Rudra?
Pavi asmin kushyamananam.
Go ahead.
Pavi asmin kushyamananam. Avidya kama karmi. Sharvanasmarnahani Krishnaniti kechana. Imanti gayanti gayanti adikshanasaha. Srimanti nananti te samjana Tareva Pashanti Ajina Tavakam Bhava Prabhavam Patam Pujam.
Apyadyanastam prakriti.
Apyadyanastam Savakriti Prabhu Jiha Sasi Sweet Sardo Anujivana Isham Nichanyat Apata padam bhujat varham narajashu yojitam hasam.
Rudra, can we try together? I will do the 4-5 sloka together, with all of you. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Is there anybody else who want to recite? Okay, we'll do together. Revision sloka I didn't say yesterday, but forgot. We will do from Bhavismin. Yeah. Bhavismin, you all can repeat after me. Okay? Bhavismin klishyamananam.
Bhavesmin klishyamananam
Bhavismin klishyamananam.
Aya
Asmin
klishyamananam
Avidya kama karmavi.
avidya kama karmavi
Avidya kama karmavi.
avidya kama karmavi
Ravanai smaranarhani.
sharani
Ravanai smaranarhani.
Ravana ismaranarhani
Karisyaniti kesana.
Karisyani dikechanaha
Karisyaniti kesana.
Karisyani dikechanaha
Next sloka. Shrivanti gayanti grinanti aviksnasaha.
Shrivanti kayanti grinyati aviksanasa
Smaranti nandanti tavehitam jana.
Smaranti nandanti tahi samjanaha
Smaranti nandanti tavehitam jana.
Smaranti nandanti tvahi tamjanaha
Sa eva pasyanti achirena tavakam.
Eva pasyanti achirena tvavakam
Sa eva pasyanti achirena tavakam.
Eva achirena
Bhava prabhavo paramam padam bhujam.
Bhava
Bhava prabhavo paramam padam bhujam. Next sloka. Apyadyanastam sokrite hita prabho. Apyadyanastam sokrite hita prabho. Sasi sweet suhirdo nijivana. Jiha sasi sweet suhirdo nijivana. Esam na chanyad bhavata padam bhujat. Esam na chanyad bhavata padam bhujat. Parayanam rajasuyojutam hasam. Parayanam rajasuyojitam hasam. के भयम नाम रूपाभ्याम के भयम नाम रूपाभ्याम यदुवि सह पांडवा यदुवि सह पांडवा भवतो दर्शनम याहि भवतो दर्शनम याहि ऋषिकानाम इवेशितो ऋषिकानाम इवेशितो Okay, we can go to the today's sloka. You all can repeat after me one by one. We can go to the word na, not, em, the land of our kingdom.
This land of our kingdom.
Sovisyate
Will appear beautiful.
will appear full.
Beautiful.
Tatra
Then.
kingdom. Then we don't disturb. Yatha as it is now. Idhanim now. Gadadhara O Krishna.
Oh Krishna.
Svat your. Padavihi. Padai by the feet. Ankita marked. Bhakti is dazzling. So Lakshana your own marks.
Lakshana, your own marks.
Bilakshitai by the impressions.
Bilaksitaha by the impressions.
Niyam Sovisyate tatra. Niyam sovisyate tatra. Niyam sovisyate tatra. Yathedanim Gadadhara Yathadanim Gadadhara Niyam sovisyate tatra. यथा दानीं गदाधर ज्ञेयं स्वविष्यते तत्र
नियम स्ववेश्यते तत्र
यथेदानीं गदाधर
यथा निदानं गदाधर
त्वत्पदैर्
वत्पदे
अंकितभाति
अंकितभाति
त्वत्पदैर् अंकिता भाति
अंकितमन्त्रभाति
त्वत्पदैर् अंकिता भाति सोलक्षणा विलाक्षितै सोलक्षणा विलाक्षितै त्वत्पदैर् भाति त्वत्पदैरङ्किता भाति सोलक्षणा विलक्षितैः नेयं सोविष्यते तत्र नेयं सोविष्यते तत्र यथेदानीं गदाधर यथेदानीं गदाधर त्वत्पदैरङ्किता भाति त्वत्पदैरङ्किता भाति सोलक्षणा विलक्षितै सोलक्षणा विलक्षितै नेयं सोविष्यते तत्र नेयं सोविष्यते तत्र यथेदानीं गदाधर यथेदानीं गदाधर उत्पदैरङ्किता भाति उत्पदैरङ्किता भाति सोलक्षणा विलक्षितै
Please, you can sleep here. Tunanitla sata inta kunen cheptuna. Daddy.
सोलक्षणा विलक्षितै Mataji, we are hearing you. Solakshana Bilaksitai. Bilaksitai. Okay, one more time and we go to the translation. Okay. Neyam so visyate tatra. Neyam so visyate tatra.
Niyam sobhishitatra.
Yathedanim gadadhara.
Yatedanim gadadhara.
Yathedanim gadadhara.
Yatedanim
gadadhara.
Totpadhairankita bhati. Tvatpadhairankita bhati. Solakshana bilaksitai. Solakshana bilaksitai. Okay, we will go to the translation. You all can repeat after me, okay? O Gadadhara Krishna,
Oh Gadadhara Krishna.
our kingdom is now being marked
Our kingdom is now being marked
by the impression of your lotus feet.
by the impression of your lotus feet.
And therefore it appears beautiful.
And therefore it appears beautiful.
But when you leave,
But
When
when
you leave,
it will no longer be so.
it will no longer be so.
It's a very beautiful sloka. Yes, Kunti Maharani is praying to Krishna. Oh Gadadhar Krishna, our kingdom is now being marked by the impressions of your lotus feet, because there is so many marked, so many sign in the Krishna's lotus feet. When he will put his feet, you can see this, his mark. Everybody could see his marks. Yes, and therefore it appears beautiful. But when you leave, it will be no longer so. Kunti Maharani is worried about. We can go and see what is in there, Krishna's lotus feet. Okay, this is Krishna's lotus feet. Can you all see what is this is the picture?
Yes, Mataji, we can see the picture. Very beautiful.
Yeah, see Krishna's lotus feet. There is, you can, how many feet you want?
Chakra.
Yes, Sakra is there, Padma is there, Pushpa is there, Doza is there, Anukska is there, Balayan is there, Vali, Ardhan.
There is a umbrella,
Yes.
a flower, a ring,
And can you see left feet and right feet is so many. Bedi is there, Parvata, Taram. Everything is here is
What is
Sankha.
that?
This is Jou, Jou, Jou. I don't know, I didn't get detail this one, but we can just see what are the things in Krishna's lotus feet. When he was walking, and then devotee, they could just see Krishna's lotus feet, and then they offer their obeisances. Yes, we can go very nice pastime and see according means from the Krishna book. Kundala is there. See, this is Kundala. Can you all say one by one what you can see in the Krishna's lotus feet? What you could feel?
Matsya, Padma, Avi, Dalam,
Yeah.
Vedi, Kundala,
Matsya,
Gadda,
Yes.
Padma,
Vedi,
Chakra,
Sakura,
Pushpa.
a white lotus flower,
Mm.
an umbrella, flag,
Vali,
Chakra, Gada, Padma.
and
Dalam,
conchshell, rocks,
Gada is there.
Kundala,
Masta is there.
Gadam,
Sankha is there.
Sankha.
Parvata is there.
and there's rock,
This is Parvata mountain.
Vali,
and then this is a table, and this is gold, and this is
Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma.
a sticky,
Yeah,
and this is
Sankha
a
Chakra
fish.
Gada.
Ankusa,
Yes, Brinda, it is umbrella. Umbrella.
Valayan,
Yeah, we can all see. Yes, this is a Krishna's lotus feet. His Krishna's lotus feet so beautiful. You can see. See how. And this is a Purushottam month. Yes, when we all just meditate in Krishna's lotus feet, Krishna will be very happy. We can see there is a pastime. You know who is this? You all.
Akrura!
Yeah. What Akrura is saying? Can you see what is Akrura is saying there? Akruji was what was feeling?
He saw Krishna.
The footsteps of Krishna!
He saw Krishna's footsteps.
Yes, Akruna had desired to see Krishna since long time, and Kamsa, Kamsa wanted to bring Krishna and Balaram in Mathura. Yes, and he sent Akrura in Vrindavan. He sent to bring them. He sent him. You can read here is a pastime. Very nice. I'll read, and after that we'll go to that pastime. Okay. This is Srila Prabhupada was telling. There is such transcendental bliss in simply meditating on the lotus feet of the Lord that one can forget everything but the Lord's transcendental form. Now we can, by seeing lotus feet of Krishna, we can forget everything. See, the soles of the Lord's lotus feet are marked because Kunti Maharani's why she was giving so much of stress in this meditating on the lotus feet. It's a very important, and that's why she was even talking in her prayers. The soles of the Lord's lotus feet are marked with. We already saw, yes, Sankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma, Consul. Everybody saw this. Consul, Dix, Club, Lotus. Everybody saw Krishna.
I said it.
Yeah, and also by a flag and a thunderbolts. Yes, when Krishna walks on this earth or in the heavenly planets, these marks are visible wherever he goes. Is a transcendental place because of Krishna's walking in this land. Can you all mute? I'm hearing some sound. Okay. Yeah. Vrindavana Dhama is a transcendental place because of Krishna's walking on this land frequently. The inhabitants of Vrindavana were fortunate to see these marks here and there. When Akrura went to Vrindavan to take Krishna and Balaram away to the festival arranged by Kamsa, upon seeing the mark of the lotus feet on the ground of Vrindavan, he fell down and began to groan, praying. These marks are visible to devotees who receive the causeless mercy of Supreme Personality of Godhead. The demigods were jubilant not only because the appearance of the Supreme Lord would do. Don't do this. The demigods were jubilant not only because the appearance of the Supreme Lord would do away with the burdensome demons, but also because they would be able to see upon the ground the transcendental marks from the soles of the Lord's lotus feet. The gopis always thought of the Lord's lotus feet when he was walking in the pasturing ground, and as described in the previous verse, simply by thinking the lotus feet, the gopis were fully absorbed in the transcendence. Like the gopis, one who is always absorbed in thought of the Lord is beyond the material platform and will not remain in the material world. It is our duty, therefore, always to hear, chant, and think about Lord's lotus feet. And as actually done by Vaishnava who have decided to live in Vrindavana always and think of the Lord's lotus feet 24 hours. And also Amrish Maharaj, what he used to do? It's all the senses he used to use in Krishna's service. You know how we can use all the senses in Krishna's service? What we can do from our ear?
Nose.
We can worship him.
Yeah. What we can do from our mouth?
We could taste the prasadam.
What we can do from our nose?
Smell tulsi.
What we can see from our eyes?
We could see the deities.
Yeah, like that from our mind. Sadai mana Krishna Padharavinda. Who is doing that? Amrit Maharaj. In mind, always thinking the lotus feet of the Lord. And in this mark, conch, disc, club, lotus, flag, thunderbolt, these are the marks of the Krishna's feet. And this feet is only visible to the devotees, not anybody else. Because Prabhupada is mentioning here, by his touchless mercy, devotee can see
The pure
his
devotees.
Yeah, pure devotees, they can see the marks of his lotus feet. And Akrura was when Kamsa said Akrura in Vrindavan, that time immediately when he saw Krishna's lotus feet, he can see all
Like
these
Kamsa,
marks.
he's a demon, so he never saw Krishna's mark.
Yeah, they ignore Krishna. They are not serious about to seeing the lotus feet of the Krishna. They are very much envious with Krishna, yes. But devotees are very eager to see Krishna. And then what happened? Kamsa Sen, Krishna, Akrura and Vrindavan. When he reached Vrindavan, first of all, what he saw? He saw Krishna's lotus feet and he saw all marks in lotus feet. Can you mute somebody? And he saw Krishna's lotus feet and he saw all these marks by the mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He fell in the ground and he started crying, remembering his lotus feet, That is the devotees. Akrura did like that. By seeing his lotus feet. But at least for our case, we just remember some of the mark, some of the sign in the Krishna's lotus feet. Okay, you can at least see. You can see the what is there? Prabhupada is mentioning here: conceal, dix, club, lotus, flag, thunderbolt. Okay, these are the things. At least you have to remember. What is in the Krishna's lotus feet? You have to say conceal, dix. What are the things?
Concha,
Dix. And then?
Mountain.
Yes.
Book. Gold. Temple.
Thunderbolt.
A chakra. Flower.
Matsya.
Umbrella. Flag. And a ring. And another
Umbrella. Flag.
Yeah. All are very smart. Okay.
Oh, Gada.
Okay, I will go to from the beginning. Okay, this is the Purushottam month. It's a very nice. I request everyone, please, whatever you learn, whatever you learn, you can practice at home. Okay, this month you get 1,000 time benefit reciting these prayers. 1,000 time you get benefit, and you are all small kids, and even Krishna will be more happy. This month is Krishna himself. Anything you do, you offer lamb to Krishna, you recite Krishna's prayers, anything you do about Krishna consciousness, you get so much of benefit. That's what we all do. You can do after me, okay? Ponteya vacha namasye purusham twadhyam. Can you all repeat after me?
Kuntiuvacha namasye purusham twadhyam
Param prakite param alaksyam sarvabhutanam
Antarbahirtam
Maya Javanika Channam Agnadokshadam Abhayam Nalakshase Mudadrisa नातो नात्याधरो यथा
नतो नासादरो यथा
तथा परमहंसानां
तथा परमहंसानां
मुनीनाम् अमलात्मनां
मुनीनाममलात्मनां
भक्तियोगविधानार्थं कथं पश्येमहि स्त्रिया
कथं पश्येमहि
कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय
कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय
देवकी नन्दनाय च
देवकीनन्दनाय च
नन्दगोपकुमाराय
नन्दगोपकुमाराय
गोविन्दाय नमो नमः
गोविन्दाय नमो नमः
नमः पङ्कजनाभाय
नमः पङ्कजनाभाय
नमः गजमालिने
पङ्कजमालिने
नमः पङ्कजनेत्राय
नमः पङ्कजनेत्राय
ते पङ्कजाङ्घ्रिये
नमस्ते पङ्कजाङ्घ्रिये
यथा ऋषिकेशखलेन देवकी
यथा ऋषिकेशकालेन देवकी
कंसेन रुधाति चिरं सुचार्पिता
कंसेन दधाति
विमोचिताहं स सहात्मागबीव एव नाथ विद्वान् महाग्ने पुरुषाद दर्शनात् असत्सवाय वनवासकृत्स्रतः इते मृदे अनेका महरथाश्रत स्त्रतस्तस्मा हरे विरक्षितः विपदा सन्तुता
विपदशान्तुतास्वत्
तत्र जगद्गुरो
तत्र जगद्गुरो
तो दर्शनं यस्याद्
भवतो दर्शनं यस्य
अपुनर्भवदर्शनम्
अपूर्णभवदर्शनम्
तन्मैश्वर्याश्रुता श्रीभिर्
जन्मैश्वर्यश्रुता श्रीभिः
पुमान्
एकमानमदा पुमान्
ऐवार्हति अभिधातुं वै
अभिधातुं वै
मम किञ्चन गोचर नमो किञ्चन वित्ताये
नमो किञ्चन
प्रीता गुणवृत्तये आत्मरामाय शान्ताय कैवल्यापतये नमः त्वं कालम् ईशानम् आदिनिधनं विभुम् तमं चरन्तं सर्वत्र भूतान्मितः कले न वेत्त कश्चिद् भगवान् श्रीकृष्णम् तवेहमानस्य निर्णं विदम्बनम् चिदयितोऽस्ति कर्हिचित् वश्यस्य यस्मिन् विषमामतिर्नृणाम् जन्म कर्म च विश्वात्मन् तस्य कर्तुर्मनः क्रियान्निर्षिषु यादसु तदत्यन्त विदम्बनम् मुक्त्या ददे त्वयि सघासि धाम तव याते दशाश्रु कनिरञ्जन सम्भ्रमाक्षम् वक्त्रं नियमया भावनाया स्थितस्य मोहयातिभिरपि यद्विवेति केचिदहुरजं जातम् पुण्यश्लोकस्य कीर्तये तदो प्रियस्यान्वपाये एव चन्दनम् पारावतरणायान्ये पायिवो ददौ सिद्धान्त्यभूरिभारेण तो हि आत्मा भुवथिता अवेऽस्मिन् क्लिश्यमानानाम् अविद्या कामकर्मभिः श्रवणाय स्मरारहानि नित्यानिति केचन सेवन्ति गायन्ति गृह्णन्ति अविक्नसः स्मरन्ति नन्दन्ति तवेहितं जना स एव पश्यन्ति अचिरेण तावकम् प्रभावो परमं पदं भुजम् अपि अद्यनास्त्वं स्वकृते हिता प्रभो जिहाससि स्वीत सुहृदो अनुजीवना भवता पदं भुजात् परायणं राजसूयोजितं हसम् केवलं नाम रूपाभ्याम् यदुवि सह पाण्डवा भवतो दर्शनं यार्हि ऋषिकानामिवेशितो नेयं सोऽविष्यते तत्र यथेदानीं गदाधर तोत्पदयिता भाति लक्षणापि लाक्षितै. Okay, one more time. यते तत्र After reading the translation, who is there? I will ask Asra, can you read 5 translation, and then other kids, Prahlad can read. Whoever can read, can you raise the hand? Yeah, only translation.
Can Prahlad read the translation?
Yes, Prahlad, I'll ask after 5, okay? Asra will do after 5. Go.
Srimati Kunti said, "O Krishna, I offer my obeisances unto you because you are the original personality and are unaffected by the qualities of the material world. You are the existing both within and without everything, yet you are invisible to all. Being beyond the range of limited sense perception, you are the eternally irreproachable factor covered by curtains of deluding energy. You are invisible to the foolish observer, exactly as an actor dressed as a player is not recognized. You and yourself descend to propagate the transcendental science of the devotional service unto the hearts of the advanced transcendentalists and mental speculators, who are purified of being able to discriminate between matter and spirit. How then can we, women, know you perfectly? Let me therefore offer my respectful obeisances unto the Lord, who has become the son of Vasudeva, the pleasure of Devaki, and the boy of Nanda, and the other coward men of Vrindavan, and the enlivener of the cows and the senses. My respectful obeisances are unto you, O Lord, whose abdomen is marked with a depression like a lotus flower, who are always decorated with garlands of lotus flowers, whose glance is as cool as a lotus, and his feet are engraved with lotuses."
Thank you so much, Asra. Prahlad, can you read 5 sloka? Can you raise hand? Anybody want to read? Please raise your hand, okay? Prahlad, who can read, they can raise the hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
O Rishikesha, master of the senses and Lord of lords, you have released your mother Devaki, and who was long imprisoned and distressed by the envious king Kamsa, and me and my children from free from a series of constant dangers. My dear Krishna, your lordship has protected us from a poisoned creek, from a great fire, from cannibals, from the vicious assembly, from sufferings during our exile in the forest, and from the battle where great generals fought. And now you have saved us from the weapon of Ashwatthama. I wish that all those calamities would happen again and again so that we could see you again and again, for seeing you means that we will no longer see repeated births and deaths. My lord, your lordship can easily be approached, but only those who are materially exhausted. One who is on the path of material progress, trying to improve himself with respectable parentage, great opulence, high education, and boldly beauty, cannot approach you with sincere feeling. My obeisances are unto you. You are the property of the material impoverished. You have nothing to do with the actions and reactions of the material modes of nature, and you are self-satisfied, and therefore you are the most gentle and are master of the monists. Should I end or?
Yes, yes. Samskriti want to read. Samskriti, can you read? Yes, Samskriti can read. I know how many sloka is there, maybe. Yeah, Samskriti, can you read 3? Next one, 3, yeah, you can read.
12th or 11th one, Mataji?
1 second, I'm putting on. Yeah, Manne Tom. Yeah.
Okay. My lord, I consider your lordship to be eternal time, the supreme controller, without being an the all-pervasive one. In distributing your mercy, you are equal to everyone. The dissentience between living beings are due to social intercourse. O Lord, no one can understand your transcendental pastimes, which appear to be human and so are misleading. You have no specific object of favor, nor do you have any object of envy. People only imagine that you are partial. Of course it is bewildering. A soul of the universe that you work, though you are inactive, and though you take birth, though you are the little force and the unborn, you yourself descend amongst animals, men, sages, and equities. Verily, this is bewildering.
Yeah, thank you so much. I think you did. Yeah. Who is there? Next, I saw Manmai. Manmai want to read, Mataji? Manmai?
Yeah.
Yes, you can read one. Okay, Manmai, can you read this one?
Namaste, Janma Karmata was my birth. Janma Karmata was my turn. Just a cartoon. Krishna Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Nanda Gopika Maya Govindaya Mama Maha. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Shraddha?
Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Shraddha, do you want to read?
Okay. What do I read?
Yes, translation. Who is this?
Shraddha.
Yes, go ahead. Read the translation, Shraddha.
My dear Krishna, Yashoda took up a rope to bind you when you committed an offense, and prohibited eyes overflooded with tears, which washed the mercer from your eyes, and you were afraid, though fear personified is afraid of you. The sight is bewildering to me.
Can you read next one?
Some say that the unborn is born for the glorification of pious kings, and others say that he is born to please King Yadu, one of your dearest devotees. You appear in his place as sandalwood appears in the Malaya hymns. Others say that the world being overburned like a boat at sea is much aggrieved, and that Brahma, who is your son,
Prayed for you.
prayed for you, appeared to
Diminish the trouble. Yeah.
yours is aggrieved, and that Brahma, who is your son, prayed for you, and so you have appeared to diminish the trouble.
Thank you so much. Karthik, do you want to read next?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes.
And yet others say that you appeared of the sake of the rejuvenating the devotional service of hearing, remembering, worshiping, and so on, in order that the conditioned souls suffering from material pains might take advantage and gain liberation. O Krishna, those who continuously hear, chant, and repeat your transcendental activities, or take pleasure in others doing so, certainly see your lotus feet, which alone can stop the repentation of birth and death.
Thank you, Karthik. Anybody is there who like to read the translation? Can read. Otherwise, Samskriti, can you read? I didn't see anybody's other. Samskriti, can you read remaining?
Sure.
Okay.
O Krishna, those who continuously hear, chant, and repeat your transcendental activities or take pleasure in others, doing so certainly you see your lotus feet, which only can stop the repetition of birth and death.
1 second.
O my Lord, you have executed all duties yourself. You are leaving us today, though you are completely dependent on your mercy and have no one else to protect us. Now when all the kings are enmity with us. As the name and fame of a particular body is finished with the disappearance of the living spirit, similarly, if you do not look upon us, all your frame and activities along with the Pandavas and Yadus will end at once. O Gadadhara Krishna, our kingdom is now being marked by the impressions of your feet, lotus feet, and therefore it appears beautiful. But when you leave it will no longer be so.
Thank you so much. It's very nice. Now we can end the call. You can practice at home.
Panchakalpatarubhyasya kripasindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha.
Anantakoti Vaishnava Vrinda ki. Thank you so much.
Arjuna Gopika Mata ki. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji.